everybody, and welcome back to week number 5 of our Oath Valorant Spring 2024 season. My name is Isaac, Link Ghost, Link, whatever you want to call me. Everything is fine. Once again, joined by my co-caster, Mr. Play-by-Play himself, Swaggy. How are you doing today, sir?
Mr. Play-by-Play, I like that. I'm doing better now. That's a good compliment. I like that. We got a bunch of nicknames. That's a new one. Mr. Play-by-Play. Yeah, we have Damage and Checkmate taking each other on Sunset this week. And who's your prediction here? Who you got winning this one?
Um, I think I have damage.
You're going
I think
Damage,
I had damage.
the upset.
Well, in theory, the upset just based off
Just
of
based on the
off of
standings, yep.
record, yeah. But I think that I think that damage plays a little bit more around that gecko.
hmm
Uh, I think Restroom has more plants than anyone else uh, in Oath, and Sunset was the map introduced with Gecko in mind. You know, with that wingman. So wingman and Gecko is super good on this map, and so if you're able to play around that, especially in post plants, I think that damage can be really successful. I'm pretty sure they plant more than anybody else. I'm not certain on that, but they just if they're able to start nailing down those post plant setups and close out those rounds when they do get the spike down, I think those are going to start translating into wins and really start to see this team shine.
All right, it looks like we're going to get into our agent selections here. Damage going to be starting on that defender's side. And there it looks like Reshrem is hovering that gecko that you were mentioning.
Locked it in there. Yep, I like that. I like that. Fade common
Omens.
from this map.
Looks like only going to see a few repeat agents here. Depends on who Pydros is going to go for. But yeah, so far just the Omen and the Raze being repeated here. We have seen Dragon Gamer and Mr. Fry respectively on that Raze before. We know what they can do. And then T-Sword as well had a fantastic game last week, if I remember correctly. Just finding impact all over the map.
Yeah, also
Which
played
was
a
that
Phil one
Lotus?
game. Was
Yeah,
able to close out a couple rounds, a couple 1v1s. So
yeah.
truly
Not
a do it all.
not as heavy a workload this week, just one game for him, but just waiting on Pydros. Not hovering anything at the moment. Oh, there we go. All right, so
I was wondering if we were gonna see a dueling Cypher, just because Cypher is so good on this map, especially over towards B. I mean, all of the util is gonna be dumped over there. There's 2 or 3 tripwires that you have to go through, you know, and then you have to shoot it. And
yeah,
the way that these are placed on this map, especially, it drives me insane trying to attack on this map. So usually I just forget it and I go A, just because I don't want to deal with it. I mean, it's infuriating. It takes so much time. You have to look away, and then as you go to destroy the trips, you know you're gonna get shot in the back, and you lose the round. So I
yeah.
know
Been
T
seeing
Sword is familiar with that cipher, and I think Pydros has definitely had some experience with it.
absolutely. I've been seeing a lot of Cypher recently. Just kind of just meta on every map, pretty much. A great defender, just a great anchor. Not as good as like rotating in, but you'll see a lot of teams at every level running that Cypher. So we are starting to load into our match here. Like I said, damage is going to be starting on defense, checkmate on attack, and I guess I didn't give my prediction for this one. Oh, I'm going to go with damage as well. I think that they've got a lot more to play for here. This get them kind of out of that last place spot in the standings, get them back into this race for that 1 seed. And with the forfeit earlier, that was space mode forfeiting to Ace. The win here, the standings are going to be very, very close if damage can pull off this quote unquote upset.
Yeah, I certainly think checkmate though. I mean, I think they play more team play than anyone else in Oath. Maybe Ace also does as well. But they have assist leaders. I mean, they work really well together, and if they're able to do that, getting on site on a map like this and get into their, I mean, they start on attack. Is the reason I say that. So if they're able to win, 7, 8, 9 of these rounds on attack, they're probably going to be able to close it out. But it's all up to Pydros with that Cypher, really Reshiram with that wingman gunman and clutch also on the defuse just as much important when getting the plant down as well. So I think we
This
could
is
be
a
in for a
game
great
here.
one.
Yeah. Finally loading in there. Don't know what's going on with that Riot. Get it together. Fix your game. We are going to start off here. Pistol around a couple of ghosts. A little bit of light armor for T-Sword, but not too much in the way of buying outside of abilities. It looks like we are going to see a B push here from the side of damage. Or sorry, not damage. Checkmate.
Yeah, you can already see on the minimap all that Cypher util just locking down that B side. I think we are going to have a disconnect coming in from Zodicus real quickly. Hopefully get that resolved shortly, but you know how things can be in an online league. I just love online video games. It's always so smooth. There are never any issues or errors.
That's a big thing in esports too, is just sometimes the entry cost, and we don't see it too much here in America, but in other countries it is difficult to be able to compete in leagues and in games when you're just kind of stuck with, I don't have good internet or I can't afford a good computer. So it is nice that we are fortunate enough to live in a country where that is not as big of an issue, but obviously still happens.
Yeah. I guess while we've got a little bit of time, and there isn't really a match to break down earlier, I will. I guess we could talk about VCT, Valorant Champions Tour. I mean,
karaoke.
The major started today for Valorant. I think FPX and Carmine Core played. Those Frenchmen, man, they're good. They look good right now. I know they're. I mean, KC's pretty good at a lot of esports. I think. I know they're good at Rocket League. I think. I mean, they probably have a CS team. I know you
They
probably
do
keep
not.
up.
I can
They do
confirm
not have a CS team. Really?
No.
That kind of
Yeah,
surprises me.
a lot of orgs outside of the big ones, like your Fanatics, your G2s,
Yeah,
etc. They don't really have both. It's typically one or the other.
that's fair enough. I guess that's fair. I mean, because it also being such an old game, a lot of these teams were so established already, and so they're either not going to make that switch or they're going to completely make the switch and not stay back and do both at the same time. So
I'm
that's a good
assuming
point.
FPX is Fun plus Phoenix.
Correct.
They did have a
tiny
CS
team.
team for a little while. They were a fun little international roster, kind of playing like Moneyball, if that makes sense. Picking up cheaper players who maybe haven't put in good performances recently, and they put together some fun teams that were able to win a couple trophies. But yeah, never a real powerhouse like you're saying they are this year in Valorant.
Yeah, it's funny that you say Moneyball. Literally 15 minutes ago, before we came back on stream for this match, I was talking to my mom about Moneyball and where it ranked in baseball movies. Like, out of all the baseball movies, where does Moneyball rank? I think easily top 3. In terms of like objectively, I think it's very good. But in my personal favorites, it might be number 1.
Are you a big baseball guy, or?
I am. I would consider myself a baseball fan.
Who's your favorite team?
I do have a W flag right above my bed, so I'm gonna be a Cubs fan.
Gotcha. I am a Yankees fan, so
That's
not everyone's
awful
favorite.
news. That's so sad to hear.
I'm
To
the
be
villain.
honest,
But hopefully we can get over the hump this year. At least we're not the Astros, right? Like, come on, give me that.
I mean they win.
Oh my gosh. I mean, as a Michigan fan, I have been a little more sympathetic to the plight of Astros fans.
Oh man, yeah, you know
Dealing with
all about those
those.
cheating scandals, huh?
Yeah, it's weird to have to swallow that pill, have to kind of deal with that a little bit. But no, it's definitely been a change for me, absolutely, to have to see things from their perspective. That's what life's about. But Moneyball, back to Moneyball. I, ugh. See, like you got two types of baseball movies. You got like baseball movies that are meant to be more like serious, and then you got like more like fun ones. Like what's the one where like the kid his like arm just like randomly can throw like 100 miles an hour. Do you know the one I'm talking about?
Oh man, I do. It's the
I
Cubs
just
as well.
Yeah, it
Uh,
is. I just can't think of the name right now.
I
But
can't either.
I'd say that would probably be one for me, but Moneyball is definitely up there. Um oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that's like 1 and 2, honestly.
I like that.
Um
I like that. Well, I guess I'll bring it back to Valorant since we got a little sidetracked on Moneyball. Um, if anybody in the chat who watches VCT or competitive Valorant wants to drop their prediction for who they think will win Masters Madrid, um, you should do that so that me and Swaggy can react to your takes.
we're a reaction
Still in
channel now,
pause.
everyone.
Yeah, we might turn into a reaction channel. I don't think those will ever die either. I love reaction channels. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I think it's great content.
You think it's great
I
content. Now
I, I
that's
think
something we
that
can
I
debate
think
about a
that
little bit.
everybody has something to say. Everybody has something to provide.
And that's a fair take. I feel like calling it great might be that's just high praise to me. That seems like maybe a little bit
I
too.
love the human element. I mean, obviously there are some people who fake their reactions. That's not cool. That's not fun. You shouldn't do that. But if you're being real, then I love that. So yeah.
We do have a request in the chat to spectate Pydros. That's coming in from Shoya 5K. That is from a little bit of a while ago, but we could float over to Pydros maybe. Get the Pydros cam going. There we go. Look at that.
Setting up those traps.
Yeah,
See
a
what I'm talking about?
long
Look
buy
at these.
phase here. A lot of
Like
time to think
look at
about
how
this.
these are set up, right?
Mhm.
You have to. I mean, you can't just shoot them from behind.
Oh, he's
So
showing it off.
I mean, it's just it's awful to attack against because you kind of just have to send someone out. Usually, you send the wingman to hit it, and then you'll go out there and shoot it while the wingman's making its way to the bomb. But then if the wingman gets shot, you're committed to the site pretty much.
Yeah. Could we go
So
one by one on these players here? See kind of like what they're doing to prepare for this round, maybe. In the seat with Dragon Gamer. That's an interesting crosshair. The square.
kind of like it
Jumping
because like you
around
can
here.
see in the middle of it.
Yeah. I mean, it's like an inverse dot almost.
Ooh,
I'm pretty partial to just a typical static crosshair myself. Nothing too big, nothing too small. Little gap in the middle. What about you?
Hubity almost doesn't even have a crosshair. I mean, that thing is minute. Although mine are usually pretty similar to Ubity's, I would say.
Okay. I'm Reshiram just holding this. Just holding this.
Ready and waiting,
Is
knowing.
this a lineup?
I mean, just yeah. You throw it over this the top of A here, and it's great intel. Also for Fade, I'm sure whenever Checkmate get onto on defense, Fade will throw her eye, her I don't know what it's called, her eye. There's like windows over towards A. You throw
Look
through
at
there,
those.
and gives you about the same amount of intel as the Gecko Flash.
Some beautiful eyes there on Gecko.
Yeah, I mean this is
Nice
his
and
map.
gentle.
This is actually L.A. It's supposed to
Mm.
be, at least. Sunset is.
We do have a prediction in the chat. Carmine Core or Sentinels. So
I like
bringing
that.
up Sentinels.
That's
I've heard that they haven't been good recently until this event. I heard that they won, I want to say, their
yeah.
opening match.
They won the kickoff. They have their opening match tomorrow. Actually,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Gotcha.
But
Gotcha.
they won their regional kickoff for the Americas. Surprisingly,
Yeah.
I thought they did well, but they were just getting better and better through the event. So, I mean, that's a good pick from Lion because those two teams, they've kind of played more than anyone else. They kind of seem to have the most momentum.
Just a fun little spray there.
Oh man, I wish there were like coconuts you could shoot off and then they would fall.
Some interesting artwork on that building there. That's something nice about Valorant. There's a lot of personality in the maps. A lot of little tidbits here and there.
Yeah.
Jazz it up, make it a little more fun, a little more
Good on
cartoony.
Riot for that, you know.
Yeah. It's easy to make a map that's
Love the aesthetic.
all the same texture, but yeah. Ooh. Going into the merch shop here, skate shop. A few skateboards. Few helmets, few skateboards. Maybe do a kickflip. And it looks like Zodicus is in.
Nice.
And we are unpaused. We are ready to go.
We're locked back in. We're ready to go.
15 seconds counting down here. Getting back into the action.
It's like some mid presence. Showing signs of mid presence early from Checkmate.
And we are off, finally. First game of the night. And immediately Zodicus is going to get that high ground. They're trying to push in, like you mentioned, this mid-presence. Try to split the map in half and collapse on the site here. And here they go, pushing in towards B. Are going to get shut down. Glacium finds one, trying to get out here. Running away, but the trade comes in from Donut Lord, and Mr. Fry is going to take down Reshiram. Now a 3v3, all equalized. Hydro's going to take down Mr. Fry. A few free shots, but Dragon Gamer will come in. Hydros goes for the one tap. Can't get it, but reloads and finishes the job. And Damage are going to put their first round on the board.
Yeah, I think because of the Cypher setup onto B, you're going to see Checkmate attempt to use this mid push onto B if they want to go to B. If they want to go to A, they'll I mean, they have two options, but it's pretty easy to tell if you're a defender that that's the way they're going to go. I mean, you see it in casual, you see it in comp, in ranked, at the competitive level. If they're going to hit B, they're usually going to go through mid, or they're just going to hit through main like this time, and I just wasted all that energy and breath, and they proved me wrong. But, oh well.
It is a bit of an eco round here, so they might just try and catch him off guard. Maybe that's why, going against the expected strategies. We see Kai here. Giving a little peek around, trying to spot some info. Gonna throw that out. Trying to get the blind. Will onto Pydros. He's so blind! They can't take him down. Those weaker pistols. Not able to finish the job, but eventually Kai does. Glaceon is gonna trade and find a second. Trying to get out. Trying to keep that advantage up, and now it's a 4-on-3. Spike is planted for Checkmate. Glaceon. A few shots. Dragon Gamer will take down Zodicus. Now 4-on-2 here. Reshiram pushing in. Ubity gets T-Sword. And that's all she wrote for this one. Good anti-eco there.
Yeah, I mean, only lost one player and just got hit with all the utilities. So Pydros didn't really have a chance once he got hit with that dog and then the flash and the blind. I mean, it was pretty much over for him, but only dropping one on the bonus. I'm gonna see some rifles coming out of Checkmate. I thought we were gonna see all Vandals, but now we're gonna see 3 Phantoms, 4 Phantoms. Never mind. They all baited the Vandal. They want the Phantom. I feel like this is actually a pretty good Phantom map, so I like the pick there.
Yeah, and this is not a must-win round, but it would certainly be nice when your teammate or your opponent is going for that kind of bonus round where they don't fully buy up into those premium rifles. But it looks like they're just gonna delay, wait for some kind of push here towards
They're waiting out that Gecko flash from Reshiram, like we had saw during the break, where he was hovering over towards A. They were waiting to see if that was going to come out. Didn't hear anything, didn't see anything, so I expect them to start attacking this A site now.
Yeah, starting to creep up here. Everyone just staying silent. All quiet across the A front. They start to push in towards main here. Could be a nasty little crossfire coming in from Damage. Ubity gonna have to back out or risk taking a bunch of damage from that raised name. Ubity flirting with death there. T-Sword is gonna find an opening. Mr. Fry jumping in, trying to get in the face of Ubity, and he will. Now it's a 3-on-5. Kai, and they're just picking them apart. Kai is going to take down Glacian. Now it's on Pydros. It looks like he could find some impact in this round still, even though he was on the opposite side of what they attacked. Only the Ghost in hand here. Reshiram will find one back. Just get that info on the tripwire. Spots out Donut Lord, but nothing doing here for Pydros. Just going to play in this bubble. Be interesting to see if they do want to go for this, or just maybe try and save that Phantom, but Reshiram goes for the swing. Kai having an excellent round here. And Pydros, yeah. Kai's going to finish it off with a 3-piece. Pydros, only a Ghost. Not much to do there, but 2-1. That is your bonus round, so not the worst.
Now we get to see real Valorant with guns on both sides. These are the rounds that win and lose you games.
Well, as you say that, it looks like Mr. Fry might only have the Ghost here. Oh, no, there's the Vandal. Okay, I was going to say. A couple of Vandals, both sides. And it looks like Reshiram is going to opt not to go all out for the Operator here.
I do like the Outlaw pick here, though.
Posted up on mid. Looks like Kai could walk into this. Crosshair placement's good. Reaction time not quite good enough. Very close there. Kai just slips out, slips into mid with the light. Oh, and what a shot from Kai. Not quite a one-tap, but still an excellent insta headshot. And that's going to open up this defense even more. And that's what Checkmate was able to do last round, just picking apart the defense across the map, making that defense move around. And now this round's pretty much all on Pydros here. Needs to get 1 or 2 for them to have a good chance in this retake. We'll activate the cage. Plays out of it and finds Mr. Fry. That's a big kill to find and to get Zodicus. And now this is doable. 3-on-3. Spike not planted. And Ubity is going to pick off Kai. And now it's all down to Donut. But Dragon Gamer with excellent positioning is going to close it out. And now it's 3-1 damage.
Yeah, I like the patience there on the retake. And really just Pydros finding 2 huge kills there over towards B. But, I mean, they weren't super trying to quick rotate, you know, they just denied the plant and then found all the kills around the site. That's really how you want to play this map. You know, you don't want to get too aggressive because then when the enemy starts getting site control, you've already lost. I mean, if the enemy has site control on this map, especially, you've already lost the round. Chalk it, go next. But I like that round there from damage.
Excellent job from Pydros on that site. Like I said, needed to find 2, and he did. Dragon Gamer, a bit of a flub nade there. It's all good. Is a bit of an eco here for Checkmate. Should be an easier round for damage. But Kai, we saw how lethal he was with that Vandal. Guardian also a one-shot headshot. Already got a shot onto Reshiram. Nothing going on so far this round, but Kai is going to hit Reshiram with the wall bang, giving a bit of an overheal. And Glacian not quite ready for Fry. Gets pushed off that angle, and now down to 49 HP. And this is looking a lot scarier than it was 20 seconds ago. And again, Pydros is going to be tested. Not as much pressure this time. Those weaker weapons. Nice shot through the cage there. Is going to pop the neural upload and get those locations. That's going to help him take down Donut Lord. Knows where T-Sword is as well. Trying to play around this angle, but Mr. Fry will finish the job on Glacian, and Kai takes down Pydros, and now it's back into the advantage for Checkmate. Dragon Gamer tries to equalize, and does for just a moment. Kai with an excellent shot, and now Ubity. Spike is down. Pressure on. That trap, or tripwire, right in front of him is going to make this hard. Knows where Kai is. Pops the tripwire, but Kai dancing around with the Guardian. Finds a 4th on the round. An excellent job there to take it for Checkmate.
And I don't really think they had good money either. I mean, I know Fry and Kai came in with Marshall and a Guardian, but Kai found 4 in the round there with the Guardian. That is insane. I mean, the movement there looked like we were playing Call of Duty or Halo, you know, hitting those slides. I mean, just absolutely outstanding round there from Kai, finding 4, already up to 9 kills in 5 rounds. Great bounce back there from Checkmate.
Yeah, Kai's been not a hard carry here so far, but has been finding a lot of impact. Mr. Fry walking right in that trap. Damage. Or sorry, Pydros is going to find Mr. Fry, but Kai again going to equalize on a Dragon Gamer. Pydros being wall banged a bit there. Forced off the angle, but we'll check the camera and call to his teammates, hey, nothing's going on. And it looks like they're going to start to push mid here. Ubity at the back. Just going to get out. 4v4, you don't want to give
This
up
is a
this.
great read from Ubity. And now they know where he is, so
Yeah,
never mind.
that dead body is going to be key in this round here. Giving the positions, they know they can just push onto this site, and they do. T-Sword gonna throw down that spike, and now a 4-on-4 retake. Position somewhat known here. Kai gonna get in the face of Pydros. They spot out that camera. They know he's right here. Ubity with him, though. Trying to play around it. Coming around the back is Glaceon. Pydros is gonna take down Kai. 3-on-4 here. Playing in the cage, but swings out Pydros with a third. And now
and they don't have checks.
yeah, they're
they don't have
isolated.
checks.
They're off the site. Glaceon will take down Donut. That's a huge kill to find
Zodakis is so
Zodakis
far away, though.
trying to do something. But yeah, just no time there. Glaceon with a nice double. Pydros with 3. They're going to get the full house on them. 3 and 2 there to take another round for damage.
I mean, just getting those kills onto the 2 players that were actually on site before the 2 remaining members of Checkmate could do anything about stopping the defuse, the round was already over. You know, they had backed up too far to be able to retake once Damage had cleared those players out. But I mean, this is looking like Damage is pretty comfortable here on defense.
Yeah, we're starting to see a bit of a better lineup there on that fade here. The blind, and again, they're just testing this B side time and time again. Pydros playing the same position. We'll go 1 for 1. Has been asked to do so much in this game so far in just 7 rounds of play here. Another equal person advantage, but Dragon Gamer just jumping in is going to deliver the rocket straight to Kai's doorstep. Donut finds 2, but traded out. Ubity going to equalize it, but taken down as well. And Reshiram with the judge is going to swap
4
to the Vandal.
bullets.
4 bullets. The reload that's got to be heard here. Zodakis in that main position. The wingman gonna be destroyed, and yeah, a nasty little crossfire there. T-Sword will get credit. A nice assist there from Zodakis, and now this game is only 1 round away from being tied.
I mean, just when I think Damage is getting comfortable in their defenses, Checkmate just kind of throw everything at them, and it works. You know, I mean, they're able to just sprint on the site, get the spike down, and then finding all the kills they need, getting in good post-plant setups, holding the crosses there, like you said, at the end of that round. T-Sword finding that final pick from main, and then really just a solid offensive round win. And no weapons this time, really. I think just 1 bang on the side of Damage.
Yeah. This should be an easier round here for Checkmate, but Mr. Fry gonna pop that Raze ult, looking for anyone, and will take down Dragon Gamer. Judge in hand, but Ubity, the Bucky beats the Judge. Shows that money isn't everything. 4v4 now. Ult's gonna come in, positions are gonna be known, and they're just popping all the ults as needed. Just make sure this one is nice and easy. No worry here, but still a 4v4. Damage trying to push into the site now, but again, just smoked off. The abilities have been great here. The shorty, close range, Reshiram will find the shorty kill. We love to see that.
2v2.
Yeah, 2v2, but not for long. T-Sword and take down Ubity, and now Glaceon with that shorty is taken down by Kai from longer range, and that shorty is going to be good for. And now we are even 4-4.
Yeah, just kind of mirrored, you know. Damage won the first 2 rounds. Checkmate
Observer,
won the
get
last
back
2
here.
rounds. I mean,
You're not
it's kind of
escaping.
just a back and forth game here so far. Really like what I'm seeing from Kai and Pydros, Pydros locking down that B site all by himself, and Kai You know, if if Pydros falls, it's usually to him, and they get those post plant setups.
We are back into
Woo!
the action. No freedom for our observer. Pulled back in, and again, they're just jumping into B site here. Pydros needs to find something, and he won't. Mr. Fry is going to take him down, and now a 4-on-5 clean for the side of Checkmate. And it looks like the score could mirror the players right now. 5-4, looking likely, but Glaceon, she does find T-Sword. Mr. Fry with a hard clear here. Gresham is not going to be able to get the kill. Hard stuck in that corner, though. 3 players all coming in from B Boba. So they start to walk in here. Glaceon will find the shot on Fry. And now it's a 3-on-3. This is doable again, but it's going to be very difficult. Spike planted very open for that B main setup here. A triple crossfire coming in. This angle is going to be so tough to clear. She's going to try and get it to just half, but Glaceon is taken down, and now it's a 1-on-1. Dragon Gamer, no time. Yep, there's another spike kill for you, and 5-4 is the score. Checkmate taking the lead for the first time.
I really like that play there from Checkmate, knowing that they weren't able to clear out back B, so they didn't even bother trying to waste a life or get control back there. They just stacked everyone towards main, and they just played trades. I mean, they knew they had time on their side, and someone would have to stick the bomb, and they chowed from both corners, able to find the kills. And I mean, that's just a simple, clean, smooth post plant situation, and now Checkmate's got their first lead of the game.
I did see there that they have an Odin and an Operator, an unusual pairing. Kai on the Reyna is going to take that Operator. Glaceon with the trigger discipline with this Bucky, but still is going to get cleared out by Zodicus. So aware. Reshiram will find one, though, making this another 4-on-4. But wow, what a great clear by Zodicus. I mean, you just assume when your teammate goes through there, it doesn't get shot at all, but I mean, Zodicus very diligent on that clear. And now this ult is going to come in. They are going to see where these players are.
Wide open side.
Yeah. All the rotates coming in now, though, but it might be too late with this weaker weaponry. Trying to use that Eye of the Hunter, but dancing around. Donut Lord doesn't get taken down. Pydros will take down Kai, though. That is the Operator. Trying to go for that wallbang. I don't think that's wallbangable, but, you know, never hurts to try. And that Odin has been picked up. Dragon Gamer is going to take down one. Ubity can't quite find the second.
Who with the
instantly
Odin?
traded. And now it's a 2-on-1. Look how low Donut Lord is. 15 health. Anything will finish the job, and they seem to know exactly where Donut Lord is.
Gonna have to
come
go
around here, yeah. And it looks like Reshiram might try and push this with the Bucky. Just low enough for that Bucky from long range. And they saved that Odin. That could be big here.
Oh, the HP was too low. Couldn't take the long shot from the Bucky. I thought for a second there was a chance to deny the defuse. I think just too much hesitancy. You know, if would have just swung that corner, checked it, I think it was in a position favorable to where they were, but didn't clear it in time. So.
And again, here they go, exploding into market here, trying to pick off Reshiram. Glaceon is there in support, but they both get taken down. Reshiram does find one, so keeping it from getting too out of hand here, but Kai with a Vandal. You never want to see that if you're on the opposing side of the server. A very interesting setup here. Not many players towards this site. Pydros is going to take down T-Sword, but Fry is going to get the raised diff there. And we are back into a 2-on-2 with that kill from Ubity.
Ooh.
Bit of a messed up shock dart there.
That's a little bit of friendly fire.
But a great shot by Pydros. Can't quite find the spray. And Reyna, oh, you hate it. She's just back up to low health. Or full health, almost. With that overheal. Ubity is just trying to stick it. I
Doesn't get it half.
I thought he
did too, but wasn't able to get it. Gonna have to go. Running out of time. Not gonna find the kill anyway.
Kai being a pest in market there, and will take it down 6-5 here. Checkmate again, back in the lead.
Nice little 3-round spree there we saw from Checkmate. But they're doing well on this offense. They're able to just they really haven't been playing patient. You know, they're playing pretty quick, finding those opening picks. Occasionally they'll rotate if they feel like there's absolutely no pressure towards that other side and all of the remaining members of the opponent are on the side that they're currently attacking. But I mean, they're just finding a lot of success playing at their pace. I feel like they're in control of the pace of these rounds, and Damage just has to match their speed.
Ubity might get caught out here. A lot of util being sent his way. Dragon Gamer goes 1 for 1. Keeps it in a 4-on-4, but rotate's starting to come in. And look at Mr. Fry over on mid. Could activate late in the round here and just kind of ice it from the flank. T-Sword is going to get that spike down. Yeah, and all 4 players.
That ult.
Not going to find anything there, but does get a little bit of info. Ubity will take down that kill, and Mr. Fry gets caught out by Glacian. Kai is going to try and battle back here, and now it's back into 2-on-2. Reshram just trying to distract, and he will for just long enough. Donut Lord is going to get traded out by Pydros too for good measure there, but yeah, great job on that retake, just distracting for long enough to get that full stick, and then even finding the kill afterwards.
Don't you love when we play a full half of Valorant and the score's tied? Because that means we just played all that for nothing. Not really, because, you know, the whole defensive side and offensive side and blah, 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 blah. But, I mean, what a back and forth first half, really. I mean, Damage, I felt like was finding success a lot of these rounds in their retakes, but Checkmate also, I mean, sometimes they were just super strong on the post plan. They only needed 2 or 3 left alive, and they were finding all the kills, especially Kai. I mean, having a great game so far, 17 kills in the first half, but, you know, Damage, 16 from Pydros, 10 from Dragon Gamer. I'm interested to see how they'll use this Gecko now on attack.
Yep. I mean, like you mentioned earlier, is going to be not designed for the map necessarily, but with Gecko in mind. And it looks like they are also going to be pushing this B site. He's sort of in a similar position to Pydros here. Does get taken down. Dragon Gamer just jumping in. It looks like both teams are kind of going for the same setups here across the map. Dragon Gamer is going to get caught out, though. 2 players. Hard to deal with there. Juggling a lot. Now Kai, that Reyna overheal has proven to be so useful. And could be good for just the stick here, giving so much HP. Shock Dart comes in, not going to do much work, but a 4v4 just jumping into the smoke and getting out. And they find 2 kills on it. Now Kai just jumping in again! Being so disrespectful of that smoke, just jumping in, and Mr. Fry finishes it off. And that's how you got to do it, right? Like, with a strong setup towards that main position, there's nothing else that you can do except get in their face and just push them back.
Yeah, I mean, you really just have to bully it out. I thought it was a little bit of a weird post-plant setup there from Damage. I mean, I feel like it's more advantageous to have a little bit more pressure on side, maybe even if you can get backside. But they all 4 just backed up, played towards main, and so Checkmate realized this, and they were just like, "Hey, we're all there. They're all there. We just have to push them out. We have to go and find the kills, or else they're going to win the round because they can just sit there and wait." So good awareness there and good execution from Checkmate.
Yeah, it looks like they might be, or Damage might be pushing towards this B site again. Saw Checkmate do very early and often at the start of the first half, but T-Sword sitting back here with the Spectre. His counterpart Pydros was in a similar spot in the second round of the first half as well. So far pretty mirrored here. Does just get out, and now another 5v5, and again, a strong setup towards this main position. All 5 players. This grenade could do work here. Very low HP players, not with any armor to speak of, but Mr. Fry is going to get traded out, and that is a gun to be recovered. Hydro's with a bit of armor as well. Has been doing great this map. But again, yeah, just the smoke is just going to get popped down here. Not much to do except to spam the spike here. They keep tapping it, but coming through. Pydros looking frisky, but does catch out Kai, and now Zodakis on the defuse. T-Sword finds 2. The spike diffuser does go down, and now T-Sword finds another. Donut Lord on it.
Just stick it a half stick and hope for the best.
Dragon Gamer! In just the nick of time, less than half a second left. The grenade of the grenades. I don't even know, like, just barely stopping the defuse, and that is a huge round win for the side of Damage.
Man. Dragon Gamer painting a Picasso with that paint grenade there, finding that final kill. I mean, what more could you ask for? And the fuse would have came in. There was enough time, just barely. So the kill had to come in. And just, what was it, 0.46 seconds left? I mean, just half a second away from that defuse coming in. But wasting no time here.
Yeah, they do have the advantage this time with the weaponry. Are going to elect to go for A, but there's a fast flank coming in here. Ooh. What a shot from Kai. Hits the elevated headshot on Dragon Game mid-air. Donut Lord is going to take out Ubity, but gets traded. Now 4-on-3 here. Very doable. Pydros with good timing, though. Takes down Kai. Gets spotted by Mr. Fry, but through the smoke. Kai, Pydros can't be stopped. He finds 4 in the round and could be on for the ace here. And they do have the location revealed. He is behind the shorty in hand, though. I mean, I know you want the ace of your Pydros, and he will get it. Could have been a little dicey there if he got taken down by that shorty, but the ace from Pydros to make it 8-7 damage, and we are going to have a timeout coming in here.
I mean, that was a crazy round, to be honest. I just kind of was sprinting over towards that ace site. Dragon Gamer blast packed, I don't think went where he wanted to, ended up on the top of that box or where he was going to end up before Kai just absolutely one-taps him with the Sheriff out of the air. And I was like, oh, Kai's just going to just frag out this round and it's going to be easy win for Checkmate. And then Pydros just starts going off, finding kill by kill. Runs out of ammo with the Phantom. It doesn't matter. We'll switch to the Classic and find a kill with it too. And eventually the Ace. So, I mean, already up to 23 for Pydros. 6 assists as well. Just doing it all, really. 29 kill contributions. So, I mean,
yeah, Pydros fantastic on that round. Did get a little aggressive for that ace, like I mentioned. Could have gotten a little scary, but it didn't. And he does a good job. He's and also finding impact as well. Like obviously these multi-kill rounds have been great, but when he hasn't got as many frags in a round, so he's been very big here for his team. Kai also just dueling him here, but everyone on the server has had impact. I can't think of a single player who hasn't had a big moment here in helping their team win a round.
Yeah, I mean, and again, we kind of still keeping that back and forth, but this is a monumental round if Damage can win this. Absolutely destroys the economy of Checkmate, and it's 3 rounds in a row.
2 players here. They are going to be aware of that cage setup, but nice nade, going to do a little bit of damage, and they are going to push in here. Pydros looking to help his team out. They're just jumping into the site, and looks like it will be a free plant, but Dragon Gamer moves the crosshair just as T-Sword peaks on very unfortunate timing, as Mr. Fry will find a kill, and so does Kai, and now a 5-on-2. It's all falling apart. Yeah, would have to been an excellent 1v5 from Glaceon there, but just gets overwhelmed on the site, and quick as a flash, that round's over, and we are tied again.
Man, I really thought we were going to finally see someone maybe start to break away a little bit. Yeah, I mean, because Checkmate, they didn't have anything left after this round. This was a huge round. They had no money left, and I thought, you know, they got to win this round by any means possible, and they won it, you know, handedly. They didn't drop anybody. It was flawless. I mean, so now tied back up. Everybody on the side of Checkmate's got rifles now. No buys coming in from Damage. I'm going to just take it easy this round.
And Glaceon has a bit of extra credits here. Could go for a hero buy if she so desires, but looks like it will just be the Stinger. Still a little bit more than everyone else, but it's going to be a tough round here if they want to win it. Reshiram just standing knife out and is going to get caught. Kai takes down Ubity. Not ready for the aggression from Kai. Not expecting Kai to come down mid so early in the round. As a defender, it's not typical that you see that, but Kai's been very aggressive this game. Looking around this corner, and they're going to think better of it. Gonna back away, and it's looking like it's gonna be an A push. We have Pydros, the top frag so far, the star of this game, but Kai's right up there. Reshiram gonna clear this corner, but Sodakiss is right there. The spam on the Sheriff is good, but backside Donut Lord not gonna be checked and does find one. A good spike plan is good here, and they do just barely get it down. That is gonna help out with the economy a little bit, and yeah, Pydros not ready for that mouthful. And the Rockets going to come in and, again, back and forth, checkmate. Take back this lead.
I mean, I feel like we could definitely see an overtime here this game. It's, I think we've only, the biggest lead we've seen is 2. So, but obviously not a lot of weapons to work with that last round for damage. But rifles for everybody this round. How are damage going to respond? You know, they kind of need this one. You know, if they let this one slip, checkmate's at 10. Probably not going to win that round. That gets them to 11 because you have no weaponry. So this is a huge round for damage. Probably going to see some of the similar strats we've seen work out for them before.
Yeah, like you mentioned earlier, they're kind of on the inverse of 2 rounds prior, where they were almost able to break the money of checkmate, but now they.
Oh, this could be huge. Only finds one.
Good kill through the smoke, but the spam. Kai with just a great spray, 3 headshots through the smoke, but Pydros, who else to equalize? And we are back into a 2-on-2. That was so quick from Kai, and now Ubity gets traded out, and Pydros in a 1v1. Fry and Pydros are going to hear each other, both kind of running around. It looks like Pydros is committing to this rotate. Mr. Fry could get there sooner. Pydros just full knife out. Mr. Fry kind of playing between both sites here. Might make it difficult to read which site it's actually planted at. But it looks like he will make the correct read. 1v1. Phantom versus Phantom. Pydros versus Fry. Very worried about this flank. But Fry is coming in from Boba here. Fry just walking on the site now, I think, is heard by Pydros. That's definitely going to be heard. The tripwire reveals it for Fry! That's the problem with the Phantom. Pydros gets the dink, but it's not enough. A huge 1v1 by Mr. Fry here.
Wow.
10-8. Checkmate in the driver's seat now.
I feel like the Phantom was the downfall there for Pydros. But also, you know, the savior for Fry. You know, that spray pattern came in clutch right there. I don't think that shot, at least if I was shooting the Vandal, it wouldn't have went. That's 3 rounds in a row, though, for checkmate.
And again, they are going to look towards this A site here. I've not wanted to test that B site in a little while, but Kai gets a freebie. Again, Kai having huge impact here, and we didn't get to talk about it for too long, but that crazy spray through that bubble to get 3 kills last round was obviously pivotal. And Rye's going to pick off Reshiram. Glaceon does get the trade. 3v4 here, and I mean, Pydros, do you really want to use that Bucky? Yeah, you want to use that Sheriff. Is going to get to pick up a Bulldog here, gets the reload off, and they do get the info about where their opposition are at. If they play their cards right here, they could find a nice little group fight where they have the advantage, but it looks like Kai is rotating over, so it might be another 3-on-3 here on this A site.
Donut Lord got no intel from that eye, though, but they're still not rotating. I think they know, even though they didn't get any intel from it, that they're here.
Pydros coming in from elbow, gets Zodakiss. No one's in a position to trade. Kai just playing in this bubble is going to walk through, but Ubity takes down Donut Lord. A free kill on Glaceon for Kai. Is going to spot out Pydros as well. No opportunity to trade, obviously, with that Reyna ability, and T-Sword takes down Ubity. Pydros, unknown quantity. We'll get the reveal onto Kai. Does the fake plant. The jump spot comes in. They know that he's not sticking that. Oh my goodness, and they just run him down. Pydros, an excellent try there, but not giving an inch. Our checkmate. as they take it 11-8 here.
4
2
rounds in
rounds
a
away.
row. Kai just absolutely frying. 29 kills, 26 for Pydros. But the last 2 rounds kind of been a little bit similar, you know, just chaos in the first. We had a 1v1 for like 50 seconds. I mean, that pressure, that intensity was huge. This round, I mean, there was about a period of 20, 30 seconds where it was like a 3v3, 3v4, and there was no movement. There was no intel being given, and they had cut noise, and it was kind of just silent. So it'll be interesting to see if damage, you know, if they try to mix up the pace, try to play a little bit faster, go all out, not try to have these halts or try to stick to the rotate. But obviously, you can see they just called the timeout, so they're trying to cook something up as Checkmate's just kind of getting the hang of things, looking to close this out. Like you said, only 2 rounds away.
Well, I think the story so far for Checkmate has been discipline. I mean, on that 1v2 just now, the fake plant came in and neither of them swung, not giving an inch to Pydros, not letting him get any way to win that round. And that's been an excellent job. And like Zodakis with that hard clear earlier on the trigger discipline from, I believe, Reshiram, and still being able to find that pick. And that was huge in that round. That could have been devastating for Checkmate, but was able to get that kill. And yeah, just so disciplined. The team play has been great from them, which is something that you mentioned in pre-show. Shout out, Linked Ghost doing an excellent job. And again, we are going to see this B site tested. And it looks like they just are going to continue to push in from B main. They do have Pydros lurking up mid here, but it looks like Fry is a bit aware. Not quite spotting Pydros, but now Kai could see a top
Look how much
frag
space
duel
he's
here.
taking.
Kai's aware. The gun barrel gets spotted and Pydros will take the kill, swapping over to that Vandal. Yeah, I would too after what happened in that 1v1. And they do have the info on T-Sword here, and they have this site just wrapped up between Pydros and the rest of the gang, but Fry is going to find 2. Spike down, but Pydros will take off Zodakis. It's not going to do anything, but Pydros does get taken down by Donut Lord. Fry, that ult being a little bit wasted. They're trying to bait Ubity into this. He will pop the Eye of the Hunter. It's nothing on the spike, the jump spot. Donut Lord is sticking this.
Oh,
Ubity
as a
has
shotgun
to go.
too.
He does.
Nice one though.
Oh!
Ooh,
Swings
great try
at the perfect time. Donut Lord, a little bit awkward there. Didn't have a weapon in hand, but just the classic for Ubity from that range. Probably the right option. And again, another pivotal round coming down to a 1v1 and Checkmate winning it
I
in
mean,
dramatic fashion.
it seems like time and time again, damage. They start these rounds well. I mean, the rounds are in their favor. They're finding the first bloods, or after 20, 30 seconds, they have life advantage. But then Fry, Kai, T-Sword, Donut Lord, Zodakis just make a crazy play, and then the round is back in Checkmate's favor. I mean, that's what's got them 1 round away from taking home Sunset.
Yeah, this would be an improbable comeback here if they were able to send this to overtime for damage. But, I mean, there is a gap here, but not to the side of the map that they are looking to push. A couple players playing very off-site defense here. And Pydros, again, going for this mid-lurk play. Swapping back over that Phantom. Maybe he has forgiven it. But yeah, a broken buy here. I think I saw Bulldog, Phantom. Not everyone on that premier rifle status. Yeah, Bulldog and a Spectre. And some light shields here.
I mean,
And
A
again,
is
this A site has a huge gap.
completely wide open.
Yeah, and they're starting to realize that now. They are going to push in, and it's going to be a 5-on-5 retake to stay alive. This one's going to be very tough. They could take space here, but they just don't know it. They don't want to risk it. They know how key this round is. Not only for the game, but also keeping as many players alive as possible for the economy. And all 5 players are going to push in from that alley. Glaceon will find one, but the trades are coming in, and they are good. Donut Lord, Kai, and Zodakis all getting one. Ubity will trade back as Ubity and Pydros. Pydros will get another, and Ubity finds one. That's 2 in the round for him. A nice little shot there, but
2
down to
HP?
2 HP. 4 is going to be the
Running out of time.
final there. And gets the location revealed.
I think they're gonna stay alive. Huge.
Yeah, just trying to bait that
damage.
Ubity with a great round. Ubity and Pydros, 3 kills and 2 kills apiece, I believe. Or no, actually, Glaceon did find one that round, but an excellent effort from Ubity there to keep the game alive. Very well done. And we are going to see an Odin come out for Mr. Fry.
I like a little Odin action. Try to close out the game with it, but again, light shields once again for damage seem to be fine last round. But once again, like I said in the early part of our show today, they got to get that spike down, and they have to be confident and successful in their post plant situations. I mean, that's what's not been working out for them so far this season, but they're going to have to start making them work if they want to be able to come back in this game.
Bit of a split setup here. 3 players towards B, 2 towards A, and they are going to hear these rotates. And it looks like again, oh, Kai's coming back. Kai versus Pydros. Nope, Kai's going to avoid the fight here. Come around to Ali. Preparing for this duel here. We are going to see it, but gets the free kill on Pydros, just looking away. And now getting out, Glaceon trying to get back, trying to not let Kai get another, but it doesn't matter because Donut Lord is there. But again, they found another gap, but this time it's not a 5-on-5, it's a 3-on-5. And the rotates are coming in fast. That Wingman is going to get the bomb down. Reshram trying to set up at a close angle, and again, they are going back to this strong B main setup. The time and time again has not been very
Fry
good
on the flank,
for them.
though. With the Odin as well.
They seem aware. Reshram is going to have to face it down. Only 1, but 1 is not good when you only have 3, and you need to take down 5. Zodicus trying to stick it. Nice little gap in there in the smoke for Ubity, but gets forced off. The cage is going to come up. And they're just popping all the abilities. They're doing this too early. The Hunter's Fury is not going to find anything, and now they know exactly where Ubity is. Oh, nice little shot, though. Takes down Donut Lord, and now T-Sword is trying to stick it. Oh, he gets the kill! With 0.05 seconds left! Are you serious?
How? How? How does he do it? The ace to keep him alive. 0.05.
Herculean effort from Ubity in these past 2 rounds.
0.05 of a second. Oh my goodness. We play on. Still a little bit of a broken buy from damage, but now this time around also a broken buy for checkmate. I gotta say, momentum's gotta be in the favorite damage at this point after a round like that.
And they are starting to read them like a book here. And T-Sword is not going to get taken down, but is going to get very low. The rotates are here, though. Mr. Fry, again, having impact from that market position. Wingman is going to get the bomb down here. Spike, sorry. And now a 4-on-4 retake. Retake, again and again. Now Zodicus trying to push in here. Mr. Fry will take down Ubity, and again, they're all trapped in B main. The spams have been good on this spike, but they are sticking the defuse. Nope. Zodicus
it's all left up to Dragon Gamer.
Dragon Gamer in a 1v4 or 1v3. Mr. Fry from market with a stinger with an ace to seal it. Oh my! What is happening?
We didn't even get to relish in Ubity's ult to save the game, keep us going, before Fry just gets an ace of his own with the stinger. A stinger when some people have rifles, and the game's over.
Market too,
it was 30 seconds. It was 30 seconds, 45 seconds. I was still coming down from that last round, and this one was over. An ace after ace. What a way! If we're only gonna have one match, that's a good one to have. That's a great one to have. Not upset at that one. What a phenomenal game.
Yeah, you just fried. How do you do that? How do you do that from market with a stinger while they're just pushing in the site, dumping all their util, and then you just regroup with your team? And again, with a stinger, Just like find an ace. Like what? And then yeah, I mean Ubity was just a ridiculous ace as well. I mean shots going back and forth. Just a great game from both sides though. Everyone playing out of their minds, but Kai and Pydros dueling to be top frag of the server. I think Pydros didn't end up with a better combat score, but Kai ending up with that top frag title.
I mean, it was a match of the heavy hitters. Pydros finished with 30, Kai 33, Fry 25. But I mean, once again, checkmate. I was saying the team play. They play more team play than anyone else, and they had 3 players with double-digit assists. 3 players. I mean, I feel like it's kind of rare to just have one, and they had 3. I mean, they are so clean on these retakes, on these post plants setups. Working together to make sure they close out these rounds. I feel like that's what got them the win. Damage played phenomenal, but just the overall team, the team play, man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
also
that
Kai.
discipline.
Like,
Kai, yeah.
I mean, what a phenomenal match to end our like first half of the season. We've got spring break next week, so I couldn't ask for a better one to end on um, before we go on our break.
Yeah, I mean, back to back aces. When's the last time you seen that? One to save the game and then one to close it? Like,
Just absolutely insane. Well, anything else to add before I close this out here, Swaggy?
just GG's to both teams. Excellent game on both sides.
Yeah, I mean, it was certainly a phenomenal experience casting it. I had a lot of fun myself, and I know Swaggy did. So, thank you all for joining us for week 5 of our Oath Valorant season. I do believe next week is spring break, though, so I do not think we have matches. I don't know about practices or stuff like that, so don't hold me to that. I'm not the guy to ask for those type of questions, but I don't think we have matches. So I will see you all in 2 weeks. I believe on the 28th is the next time you will see me again. So you all have a great spring break. Stay safe. Have fun. It's time for rest and relaxation. Catch up if you need to. But I think that's all from us. Have a great weekend and break, everybody.
See ya.